Well, we come here for round 9. Let's get on it. Righto, there's a few interesting things. Let me pop this seat up a little bit. Feel like a midget right now. But anyway, there's been a few things in the last couple of days, especially the last 24 hours. So, as we know, Alex Johnston going to PNG, but now they secure Jerome Luai. Now, there's a little theory going around, a little birdies floating around that Cleary could actually join Luai there for the last bit of their careers and finish there. Don't know how true it's going to be, although they've only just signed those two. But does Cleary go there as well? Because obviously they kick off in 2028, whereas the Bears kick off in 2027. So it's going to be an exciting next 12 months of who's going to be signing where and how long and how much. It's going to be good to watch. Where everyone, with new teams popping up, where do all players go? And it's really good that there's new teams coming into the comp too, because that means more youngsters are going to be striving to get picked in these sort of teams. Doesn't matter where I want to play for this, it won't be none of that. It will flush out players want to play for this team only. It will flush out all of that, and then they'll just have to go join a team, all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be good. A lot more youngsters are going to get signed, which is very good, because we don't want our young players go to waste in reserves all the time. We want them on the field in first grade if they have the skill. So that's good. Like, players are being switching everywhere. It's good to see a lot of movement. That's what we need in NRL, a lot of movement. We don't want players being wasted in reserve grade for no reason at all. We want to see them on the field. We want to watch them. So that's the big thing. So let's get started into round 9, and we start with the Bulldogs and Cowboys, and there has been a change for Bulldogs. I did see that Montoya is finally dropped. Yes. Now, Chihuahua has to step up as a winger. Now, don't forget, Serrato does make late changes before the matches. So, who does he change? Does he change anybody, or does he leave it? The team stays the same, except for Chihuahua does go into that winger position. I would have loved to see Semen also gone. I would have loved to see Semen gone. That's what I would have loved to see. And I would have loved to see someone else play instead of Semen, because he's like, and also on top of that, there's changes here where Preston and Tupanua, apparently they're going to be playing on the opposite sides, so they're favourite sides. Now, Tupanua, I think it's the right side. He used to play in Roosters. Is that correct? Let me just grab that a little bit this way. There we go. Tupanua used to be on the right, and Preston said he loves the left. So, we're going to see some big changes. Obviously, Kickow is still out. Apparently, he could be having surgery or something. I was reading yesterday, so that's a bit, we'll see. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm going to stop rambling on. What changes have Cowboys made? Talagi obviously is out. And also Harry Hayes also, he got that little bit of an injury there too, so man, this is a must-win game for Doggies. This is a must-win. They cannot concede 3 on the trot. They cannot. If they want to do anything near the top 8 this year. They have to win this, and they have to keep winning. Doesn't matter if they lose one here, one there to bigger teams or something like that, but they have to start winning, and this has to start right here. They have to beat Cowboys, and lucky enough, Cowboys haven't been too flash on the road sort of thing in the past. So are we going to see a good Cowboys outfit this week? I think we'll see some sort of really good outfit for Cowboys. I think we will see them still be at their best, what they've shown so far. Dogs are going to have to be better. They're going to have to show that skill, what they showed when they beat Penrith. They have to use that and use it wisely, and the players have to start trusting each other. The problem with Dogs at the moment, they're losing, and they're losing trust with one another. They need to bring that back. They're losing trust with the coaches. You can see it in the games when they play, and that is from O'Brien. So and this is what happens when you bring someone in that can't do the attack coaching. It makes things unbalanced. So hopefully they can hit back and prove me wrong and everyone else wrong, that they still have it in them. They can still attack, defend. They need to bring that bulldog back out in them, what we've seen in Penrith. So I'm going to stick with the boys on top here. Every week I'll be touching the Dogs. I'll be like, bro, come on boys, bring it home. But there is a but. Now, the theory is, say both teams are pretty even, right? Say both teams are pretty even. Who would you pick as a try scorer here? You'd have to go with Jackson Purdue. Purdue has been monstrous in his games that he's played. Monstrous. So you would absolutely look at him as a try scorer. And who for the Bulldogs for the try scorer? None other than Stephen Crichton. Now, I'm going to use that duo, 2-try duo, Crichton and Purdue, which is a 2+ tries. I'm going to use that in this match. I think those two are the best chances for try scorers, but that is my opinion and my prediction. But Bulldogs on top, I think they get it done this week. They have to, and they'll have to be forcing themselves to, and also that double-up duo there. Let's get into the next one. It is same day on Friday, the 1st of May, Dolphins v Storms. Wow. Do Storms hit back here? And what changes has Bellamy made? What he said that he was going to make changes. Let's have a look. So they've still got Falago, Warbrick, Howarth, Meaney, Peel, Hugo Peel, Munster, Wishart, and Harry Grant still for hooker. Brother. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hughes was injured. So if Hughes wasn't injured, he would still use Hughes. So he still will use his halves. He has not made monstrous changes here. Bellamy has not made monstrous changes. I still see it as the same team, bro. Wow, he's added in, a couple of extras. But come on, bro. I'm taking Dolphins here, man. I am not confident with Storms. What I've seen from Dolphins, they could hold Storms pretty easily. Yeah. Nah, I'm sticking with Dolphins here, and I'm gonna go the hammer. Anytime try scoring is Dolphins head to head. We're gonna go hammer anytime try scorer. And if Storms aren't careful, Dolphins can put points. That's for sure. Righto, Saturday. The triple header for Saturday, and we'll start with Titans and Raiders. And who do we have in here? We've got, let's run it through weeks. Tamale, Chris, Tomoko, Jed, Strange, Sanders, Horsbutter, Starling to Pine. Yeah, right. Okay, so the usuals are pretty much back in there for Canberra. What do we got? Brimson, Sharpley, Randall, Kinney, Fafita, Brimson, Sammy. Okay, so righto. Did Elias play last? No, they were on a bye last week. That's right. I think they had the bye last week, Titans. So they're going to be fresh. Wow. I'm gonna go. I have to go Titans, man. I've liked what they've done. Their attack, their ability to attack and defend, they're looking pretty decent. Even though they're 13th and Raiders are 14th. This is also another must-win for Titans, but I do like how they attack, and I think with the way this game probably will be played out, with Raiders throwing the ball around, their defense as well. Titans, they do like to throw the ball around. They do like to have a kicking game as well. They have defended pretty good. They have been unlucky. They should have won a lot more than what they have. So they have been unlucky. I'm going to go Titans on top here. I like how I just like how Brimson's going to bring a lot more energy too, being back in. Elias is there. Campbell's and Curtis Morin, he's been massive for Titans too. So I know Raiders are going to be hard to beat, but I like the Titans here at home. I'm going to go Titans on top here. I just have to. And I am going to go Phillip Sammy. I'm going to go Phillip Sammy for anytime try scorer here. And if you want to not just have just the one, you could actually do that same duo and do the Tomoko Sammy duo. You could actually do that. So there's two ways you could do it, but Sammy for me, Titans on top. Let's get through Eels and Warriors. Man, oh man, I've loved what Warriors are doing. Pompey looks to be back, is he? Yes, he is. Also, Metcalf wouldn't be back in the team, would he? He's on the extended bench, righto. So he could be a late change, but we just don't know. Outs, Barnett, Hanson, Leatua. Man, they're deadly as... Warriors are deadly. It doesn't matter if they're at home or away. They are deadly. This year, they are a different team. Like before, they would struggle. They were struggling at home, but they were winning on the travel. They were travelling, struggling, but at home, winning. Like this year's different. They're winning away and at home. That's crazy. Even though they've mostly been at home so far, but they get another away game here at Combank. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Warriors here. I think they're gonna be too powerful. I can't go against the Wars. I know Eagles at home, but they haven't showed anything great. They haven't. Wars have to stick with the Wars fans here. Have to stick with them. And you know what? I'm going to go... I know Khan Pereira's been throwing a lot of good ball, but let's say something here. Let's go Dallin. Let's go Dallin try, eh? Let's get it. Let's go, War fans. Alright, ooh, this is going to be a cracker. We've got Roosters and Broncos. Righto. Now, Roosters took the cookies. Last week, they took the cookies. Now, Broncos have named Walsh back in. They got Karapani, Stagg, Shibasaki, Mariner, Mam, Reynolds. They got Tolte, Pakes, Corey Pakes. Kowalski, Wilson, Ricky, Carrigan. Carrigan's back, so he came back. Jesse Arthurs. Yeah, right. Yeah, righto. So they're pretty much back to basics, Broncos. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I know that Roosters did look good, right? But can they do it against Broncos? And I would say no. So you take that win away from Roosters. What have they done before that? They've struggled in the first half. The last 25 minutes of their games, that's where they've been scoring a lot of games, pretty much, right? So if you take that away, Broncos, they've been good pretty much through all their games. So, Broncos for me. Broncos. And, yeah, Broncos for me. If I was to go try scorer here, it would be Shibasaki. For sure. You'd have to go Shibasaki in this. I think he's got massive chances. And we know Marky, he likes to defend a little bit shitty. So, yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see where this takes us. But yeah. Nah, we're gonna stick with Bronchies here. Righto, Knights and Rabs. Man, I've loved what I've seen from the Rabs so far, man. Like, they have been gunners. So, man, and not only that, Ponga's back. Wow, Ponga, Frizzell, Bradman Best. Wow, they're all back this week. But, they're fresh. Maybe too fresh. The Knights are maybe too fresh. Do you think? Because Rabbits have got that meanness. They've got that form. Rabs have already got that form. They're warmed up. They're confident. Can Newcastle break that confidence? Because last week, they were shit. They were very shit. So, man, I'm sticking with the Rabs here. I think I need to see more from the Knights with their players back this week for future references. I want to watch what Knights do, and Rabs, I've got to stick with those. I've got to stick with the Rabs, and none other than Mr. Latrell for a try. Actually, I'm going to switch that. I'm going to go the duo again, 2+ tries, Latrell and Graham. That's a bit better. Take all the risk out of it. At least if they both score, you get it. If one of them scores a double, you get it. So, there's plenty of benefit from it in reality, rather than taking... Righto, so we will get into that. Now that's done and dusted, let's get into the next game here. We got Sunday 4 o'clock, Sharks and Tigers. Now, wow, they've been backed right in here, Sharks. Sharks have been backed right in here. Why? Oh, Appy Coruscant is out. And, yeah, Dream Buller. Ooh, yeah, they lose a little bit here. They do lose a little bit. And, man, Appy not in there. Appy's not in there. Buller's not in there. They're going to lose a lot of that, they're going to lose a lot of that strike force, that's for sure. I'm going to have to go Sharks here, man. I don't want to go Sharks, but I'm going to have to go Sharks. I can't stick with the Tigers when you got your two main talents out, Buller and Appy. They've been solid, man. Without Appy, Tigers struggle a little bit. And Taruva at fullback, I don't like it. I don't like it. We're going to go Sharks here. And we're going to stay out of the try scorers out of this one. Yeah, Sharks for me and no try scorer for me out of that one. Sunday, late match Sunday, 6 p.m. So there's a triple header on Sunday, which is quite odd because they usually throw one Thursday, but this week they're not. And that's because the Women's State of Origin is on. So I almost forgot about that. So we will go into the Panthers and Manly, and I've loved what Manly have been doing. And it's hard to say what's going to happen here. Penrith looked good on the last weekend, but I don't know. They just seem to be struggling like a little bit. They're a little bit flat. They just look really flat, and they just look better when they verse shittier teams and flog them, and it makes them look better. But when you watch them, they just look flat. They really look flat. But they're still winning. That's the thing. Now, all right, let's run through Manly, Kula Sab, Lalu, Gary Kopawati, Brooks, Fogarty, Paseka, Wakeham, Hetherington, Olakawatu. Even, man, he should have scored a double or triple last week, I tell you. What do we got? Brown, Simpkin, Bullimore, Takiako, Wilson, and Shareb. Now, man, they're at Combank for now. Manly lose nothing travelling, right? Now, Manly, I can't believe these odds, bro. $1.25 to $3.90. Like, how good Manly have been going. I know that they have to drop a game to get better, but are they going to drop a game? Oh, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this is a massive acid test for Manly. Can the halves, Brooks and Fogarty, stand up to Blaze, Talagi, and Cleary? I can't go against Penrith. I want to. I really want to. But it's different. This game is different to the Newcastle game. It is really different. And, they're going to go to Milky. Saab isn't 100% a great defender, if that makes sense. And same with Falalu. Like, man, oh man, McLean's coming off. Like, I'm taking Penrith. I have to. I've got to leave them on top. They're just going too good. And we're going to go the double here for the try scorer. The double, McLean and Jenkins, Milky. Let's go Milky and add Thomas, Jenkins, and Casey McLean, the duo double try scorer. They are my predictions. Yeah, no, it's going to end with a bang. As always, drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments who you're taking, your number one best pick for the try scorer of the weekend, your best multi, your SGM, and also the best head-to-head shot all week. Like a clear, good strike head-to-head. You know that 100% this has to hit one of those. Anyway, these are only predictions. Gamble responsibly and use them as you will. And I always have to say that at the end because there is some silly people out there that do silly things. So, and sometimes you get silly prizes. But anyway, thanks for all the subscribers, all the fans out there. Much appreciated. Hopefully you have a good weekend. And also, stay tuned. Actually, let's just hit it out here. I'm going to go live 2 p.m. this Sunday. I'm going to be live on YouTube, so hit that follow button. I'm going to be live on YouTube 2 p.m. for the Knights and Rabbits game. That's the only live I'm going to be. I need to see the Knights, how they play with the players back, and I want to see if the Bunnies stay on top of what they've been doing with their form. So go hit that follow, that subscribe. Make sure you're ready. Jump in that chat. But other than that, enjoy your weekend, and I will catch all of you on the next video.